Hey there, mommy. Who's that? Mommy can see you. Okay, you're right about that, girl. Hey, mom. How's everybody doing? Hello, everyone. How are you doing tonight? Hello, everybody. How are you doing tonight? Let me get this camera up and going here. We're gonna wait for some people to come on in the house. Hey, just be real. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Who is that? Loretta Davis. How are you doing? Hey, Shush No More. How are you doing? You send Apostle some love, and she knows she loves you back. You get to meet her this year when you go to Atlanta. Just be real. I know that's gonna be a real treat for you. Hey there, Carmel. Hey, Krista. Hey, Ellie, Jules. Thank you. Hey, Miss Shirley. How are you doing? Hey, Jenny Boo. How are you? Debbie Deb. How are you doing? JP Hawkins. How are you? Tamis. Is it Tamisa? Hey, Tamisa. Hey, Jamie. Oh, love you back. Thank you. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Naomi. Hey, Gina. How you guys doing? And that Soka baby, how are you doing? Oh, 4:30 in the morning. Thank you so much, Shusha More for Shush No More. Thank you so much for being here. I know that is a price you're paying to be up that early. Thank you so much for being here with me. Hey, El Papo, Finkley, Virginia, Sarah. First time on my live. Thank you, Sarah, for being here. I appreciate you. Sister Kate, how are you? Hey, Tasha Smith, how are you doing? Carmelita, okay, I see you. AG Black, how are you doing? Thank you for joining me this evening. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for being here. I got to keep myself from swirling in this chair. It's so comforting to swirl around in this chair. How are you guys doing? Thank you so much for being here with me tonight. Hold on, make sure the camera doesn't fall, okay? All righty, there we go. Hello there, Derek. How are you doing? Thank you, Miss Sarah. I appreciate you. Hey, Fifi. Hi, Demi. How are you? Thank you guys so much for joining me. I am he, I am he aching. All right, I see you. First time, hey Virginia, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, AG Black, for being here. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Was that Treon? How are you? Okay, it's coming in quick. Hold on a minute. Let me go back so I can see who I was speaking to. Hold on, that's going kind of quick. All right, let me go back. Hey, Miss Kimberly Treon. Hey, Danielle, how are you? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hey, Miss Lisa, I'm good. Thank you, Miss Charlie. Hey, Dana, I'm doing great. I am excited about Atlanta. I hope you guys are excited. I'm excited. I'm excited about meeting some of y'all. So I'm looking forward to meeting some of you guys. I hope you guys get to be there for the conference. Hey, Nicole, how are you? Hey, D, you are so welcome. Hey, Holly. Hey, Deshaun, long time no see. Hey, Julia, how are you? First timer, thank you so much, Nicole, for being here. Thank you so much. Hey, Chelsea, is Latifa, all right, from Mississippi. What part of Mississippi? Hey, Selena, first time, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. First time from Indiana, referred by your sister, Barbara McKenzie. Hi, Barbara. Thank you for referring her. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Hi, Elisa. You let Tamisa let Miss Barbara know that I said hello and thank you so much for referring you. So she gets a shout out. Thank you. Hey, Ebony. Long time no see, Deshaun. Hope all is well. Hey, Miss Kimberly. I hope all is well. First timer. Thank you from New Jersey. Okay. New Jersey needs me. Oh, thank you. I'm coming in that direction. Is it Kirsten? Alita from the Netherlands. Okay. Hey, from the Netherlands. Hi, Anointed. Thank you so much for being here. Eternal Expression. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hey, Wendy from Milwaukee. Thank you. First time from Colorado. Thank you, Sister Catherine. Thank you for being here. Tamisa says she will. Thank you. Is that Sheila? Hey, Sheila. How are you doing? Thank you so much. Okay, hold on just a minute. Please do not post any links. If they're not approved by me, please do not post any links. Okay, do not post any links. Do not advertise anything on here. Okay. Just be real. Could you hold on? Let me look. Miss Sarah Brown, could you please take that off? Okay, I need you. Hold on. Okay, never mind. That is a don't worry about it. That is a so they're blocked. That is a not a troll, but just be real. I don't know if you're able to go to my Facebook and delete. Let me look. Hold on. Yeah, please don't post anything. Don't post any links or anything that is not authorized. Just be real. And my moderators are the only ones that are allowed to post anything on here. And my moderators are said, you know if you're a moderator, you know if you're a moderator or not. Okay, hold on just a minute. Let me go look. You know if you're a moderator or not. You shouldn't be posting anything on here. So give me just a second. Hold on. Let me go on here. You know if you're a moderator or not. You shouldn't be posting anything. All right, let me look. Give me a second. I think I did all the blocking. All righty. Okay. I think I already blocked them. Just be real. Can you go on Facebook and look and see if you see Sarah Brown? Sarah Brown posted something, and actually, that is a troll. That is actually not a person. Okay, let me look. I think I deleted them. I think they are deleted. Let's see. All right. Thank you for being so patient with me. Sorry about that. All right. Thank you guys for being patient. Sorry about that. Anytime you guys are on, this was a troll. So this was a troll. So this one, oops. Hide that. That's not meant to be on there. Sorry. That's a troll. So hopefully they are gone. So my apologies, guys, for holding everybody up. Let's go down here to the comments. Spam. There you go. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, spam. That was spam. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Well, now that I'll scroll back down, thank you. Yes, please, if you see links on there, number one, ladies and gentlemen, if you see a link on there, sometimes people are really, really hurt. And so a lot of times you believe what comes up on people's Facebook page. Number one, when you see things like they have like this whole conversation to get you into your emotions about how they were done so wrong, and then it says you can hack their phone, you can hack their phone, and I hacked and whatever, and then it's got like hacker. Those are hackers. They'll hack your phone. They'll hack your accounts and stuff. Do not when you see it, report it on my page as well. You know, do not participate with that because they're hackers. They're not teaching you how to hack. They're going to hack your stuff, your computers. So please do not. Yeah, it's dangerous to be vulnerable. Absolutely. Yeah. So be careful. I try to catch as many as I possibly can, and just be real. And the moderators that do have just be real tries to catch them as well, and she will block them as she goes. So if you guys see them, let me know and I will block them. But please do not click on their links. Some people are desperate. I understand that. Do not click on those links because they're not going to hack anybody's email or anything like that. They're hacking your stuff. So if you want your stuff hacked, you click on there, they're going to hack your stuff. Okay. So you guys be careful. Okay. Thank you guys so much. So listen, for those of you that don't know me, let me get a little closer here. For those of you that don't know me, first time being here, or maybe you just tuning in for the first time, my name is Dr. Carmen Bryant. I am the host of Overcoming Narcissist Abuse. I am a licensed therapist here in the state of Washington. I'm also a certified clinical trauma professional. The thing that I love to study the most is, and I work with a lot of people that are survivors or in narcissistic relationships or narcissist relationship. And I like to study and I like to teach about it because I like to bring awareness so that you guys will become smarter. And, you know, narcissists are everywhere. Sometimes the people that you think are the coolest people in the world actually are narcissists because they are. They're cool. They're funny. They're enjoyable to be around. But you have to be careful because they always have their own agenda. But I like to bring education about narcissist abuse. I do have a conference coming up in July. So those of you that are interested in the July conference on the 30th, it just be real. If you put my hey there podcast for NVD healing and NDV healing, how are you? But yes, if you put your link and put the link there, I would love for you guys to join me in Atlanta. I do have online. There is general admissions left. VIP is full, so my VIP guests will be escorted by limousine to a restaurant of my choice. It is a semi-formal, formal event. So those of you that want to do VIP next year, I'll be in California, so you got to get on it quick because people get it quick. But I do have general admissions and online still available, and I would love to meet you guys. You guys will get to meet Just Be Real, who is my moderator on here, but you also get to meet my mother, Apostle Helen Sadler. She will be there. Mr. Marcus Monroe. I'm going to do an interview with him so you guys know who that is. My big sister, Kathy Gibson, who will be on Zoom. You guys will get to meet Telsha with the T on MPD, Tasha Lillemand. You will get to meet my friend, Bridget Griffin, who is also a domestic violence advocate. And of course, you get to meet me. So you get to meet me. And so this is July 30th. So you guys want to purchase a ticket, go to Overcoming Narcissist Abuse, it's one word, .ticketleap.com. And Just Be Real is going to put it on all the ports so you guys can see if you want to purchase the ticket right away. If you need to make payments on it, you still have until the beginning of next month to make payments. Email me at drcarmenbryant@outlook.com, and I will send you an invoice where you can pay, and then the payment will be due by the first or the second week of July. Then we're going to start cutting it off. Okay. So I really, really want you guys to be there. I want to meet you guys. Of course, you guys, some of you guys follow Apostle Helen Sadler, which is Helen Sadler, your destiny helper, my mother. And so she will be there. So you guys will get to meet her in person. So hopefully you guys will be able to go. And then if you can't make it to Atlanta, just go online and watch us online. You get to be there for the whole entire broadcast. And those of you that would like to come to Hawaii, Apostle Sadler is doing her conference in Hawaii, 11th through the 16th of August. And there's a flyer. If you go to Into His Chambers Global Ministry and go to the event tab, you will see all the information on there. You can also email her, destinyhelper12s@gmail.com. And the business development team will send you an invoice if you need to make payments. But yes, please go to that tab. If you want to go ahead and purchase your ticket now, purchase your ticket flat out. If you need to make payments, just send me an email, drcarmenbryant@outlook.com, and I will send you an invoice. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. All right. And let's see. So I'm going to go. So for those of you that are also on Clubhouse. So just to let you guys know, today's topic is what is an orphan mentality of the narcissist and the supply. So I'm going to go over here to Clubhouse and turn Clubhouse out. For some of you that here on social media that they can see me, if you like to join me on Clubhouse too, usually when I'm finished teaching on the social media where you can see me, I usually click over to Clubhouse and have some conversations over there for a little while, and then I close it out. So I would love for you to be there. Hey, Narcissistic Domestic Violence Healing and Support Inc. I need you to email me. So that I can. I need to talk to you about coming. So you can come, but I want to talk to you. So send me your phone number so I can call you. But email me, okay? But listen. So you guys, I'm ready to switch on. Let me turn on here so we can get started. Because there's some people waiting. So those of you that also have Clubhouse, come on over to Clubhouse. And once I am done my teaching here online, that I'm going to switch. Hey, just be real. I'm going to switch over to Clubhouse and finish the evening out. Okay. So let me, hey there, Crystal. Hold on just a minute. Let me just add my stuff on here. Give me just a second. For those of you that do come over to Clubhouse, I'm putting my link up there. So if you want to purchase a ticket, hold on. Overcoming Narcissist Abuse. So if you guys want to purchase a ticket, you can even go on my Clubhouse and look at the link that's up there, and you can purchase the ticket up there. But like I said, if you need to make payments, send me an email at drcarmenbryant at outlook.com, and I will send you a invoice. And then you will have until the second week of July to pay for it. Okay, hold on. Overcoming Narcissist Abuse.ticketleap.com. Okay, there we go. So ticketleap.com. All right, it's not letting me pin it, so give me just a second. So hold on just a minute. Let me pin it, y'all. Give me just a second, and I'm coming. Narcissist Abuse.ticket leap.com. Done. All right, he's not letting me pin it. Overcoming narcissist abuse. Leap.com. It's not letting me pin it, so I don't know what's going on. We'll figure it out later. We'll figure it out later. So listen, you guys ready for the topic? Hey there, Miss T, Melissa, Crystal, Carrie, Shelly or Shelly, hopefully. Thank you guys for joining me so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, Brittany, how are you? And let's see here. Let's see what's going on. All right. So let's get into our topic. What is an orphan mentality of the narcissist and the supply? All right. First of all, I understand that not everybody is a Christian. I understand that everybody does not have the same belief system, spirituality. Some people just don't believe in a higher being, whatever. But for the Christian community, it will be called an orphan spirit. And then when I speak, when I'm talking about that orphan mentality, I'm going to talk about it kind of in layman terms, so it's easy for you to understand. Because if you and when I start describing it, you can pick out those things that are going on in the narcissist. However, it's not just a narcissist problem. It is also the problem of many people who have been supplied, or just even if you haven't been, well, a lot of people that have a orphan mentality have been in abusive situations. And so what I want you to do tonight, I want you to be honest with yourself. Get yourself a piece of paper, get yourself a pen, and I want you to write down some stuff. When I'm talking, I want you to write down some stuff to see how it applies to you. I know you're going to be able to pick out the narcissist, because I'm going to make sure that I put attention to it so you'll understand what the narcissist is going through in their narcissism. But I also want you to, hold on just a minute. I also want you to, okay, I need you, okay, I'm getting ready to start teaching. And so it's very rude to have a very large conversation on here at this particular time. So if I can ask you to withhold long conversations that have nothing to do with my topic, could you please wait? Okay. Okay. We do not solicit on my page. Do not solicit anything on my page unless I give you permission to do that. That will get you blocked. I blocked her, but you don't ever come on here and start soliciting for money. Do not solicit anybody for money. Number one, anybody, please know you will never ever receive an email from me soliciting money, or you will never get an inbox. I will never inbox you. You will never get a message from me soliciting money from you. If I need to request money, then I'm gonna talk about conferences and stuff, and I would do it while I'm actually on live. I will never send you an inbox. If you get an inbox soliciting money and it comes from, I have never been hacked, I will never be hacked. But if you are not, but I will never send you any kind of request for finances, money, or anything like that. No one should be on my site ever soliciting money from you guys. No one should come on here and put their Cash App on here and request that you guys send them money. Don't do it. Do not do it, because you don't know who you're sending money to. And people are hustling, okay? Number two, no one should be speaking on my behalf. The only person that I allow to speak on my behalf is Just Be Real. Just Be Real, you may see TMG and my moderators, but they will never represent me. You will never see Just Be Real sends you, and anytime we're on Clubhouse, anytime we're on live, she will never, ever send you any type of messages or anything representing me. She would never, please be aware of that. Apostle does not do that either. She would never solicit money. No one, I don't even do that unless she asks me to do that. And you will not get any messages from me. And anybody speaking on my behalf or on our behalf, please report that and let us know. No one should be speaking on my behalf. The only way that they will speak on behalf is just like what Just Be Real is doing, and she's putting information up there. But no one speaks on my behalf. No one speaks on Apostle's behalf, Apostle Helen's behalf. So if you are getting private messages, or if you're getting messages on Clubhouse and someone is speaking on my behalf or speaking on her behalf, please let me know. Just Be Real can do it, but she's not going to speak on my behalf and tell you what I allow, what I don't allow, you'll never see that come from us, okay? And if somebody does that, please let me know. let me know. Okay. So let's go ahead and please, anybody, if you see anybody soliciting for money on here, please let me know. And just be real. If you see it, block. Don't even ask, block them, because they should not be on here soliciting money from anybody on here, because I want you guys to feel comfortable. I don't want you to feel pressured. I don't want anybody messing with your emotions. I don't allow that. Okay. So I'm sorry. I just had to go on that rant really quick. Thank you so much. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Nina. Hi, Sean. Hi, Kimberly. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much for being here. So let's go ahead and get started with the topic. Okay, so we're talking about an orphan mentality of the narcissist supply. So what I was saying was is that this is not just something that a narcissist struggles with. A lot of you also struggle with that orphan mentality. And when I say orphan mentality, number one, an orphan having an orphan mentality will pull you into the wrong relationships, or you will gravitate to the wrong relationships because you're looking for something that a person cannot fulfill in your life. First of all, let's understand. Let's look at the definition of what I'm talking about, so you guys will get it. Understand. Hey, Nina. So you guys will get an understanding of what I'm talking about. So first of all, I went through the dictionary. So I did some notes, and so first of all, let's look at the definition. And I want you to hear these different definitions, because I want you, like I said, get you a piece of paper, get you a pen, and I want you to start writing some notes for yourself. Some of you guys need to identify this in other people as narcissists, but I want you to, and when I was writing this, I was second guessing myself, because I was like, this right here is a class. And I can charge for this class, but I said, you know what? I'll do this for some of you guys that want to know what my teaching is like, to see what the conference is going to be like, so you can see. But I want you to write some notes tonight, because I want you to see what applies to you. And sometimes you have to be honest with yourself, because if you're not honest with yourself, you'll never heal. An alcoholic cannot heal unless they admit to the fact that there's a problem. And so for some of you guys, you're going to be able to relate to the fact that this may be the narcissist you have been with, or parents, or a lot of you might be able to identify it in yourself. This does not mean that you are a narcissist. This just means that you may have some traits of an orphan mentality. An orphan, or the person with an orphan mentality, can be mean, hateful, mean. All right, so let's talk about it. So let's talk about the term orphan. What does the term orphan mean? Orphan, and I got this from the dictionary, okay? A child who has lost both of their parents through death. So that's a common definition. We all know that, right? Well, most of us know that. An orphan is a child that has lost their parents because of death. Check this out. Orphan also means a person or a thing. We'll just say a person. We're talking about people, okay? A person that is without protective affiliation. They are without protective affiliation. They're not affiliated to anything that is going to protect them. So they're without protective affiliation. Let's go to this one. Now, I'm not calling you guys animals. I just want you to use this. A young animal, and usually with animals, it's the mother that takes care of the baby. So, and they're referring to the mother. But for us, we're talking about mother and father. But a young animal that has been deserted by their mother. So some of you have been deserted by your mother and your father. Some of you were deserted by one of the parents, and one of the parents couldn't fight back. But a young animal that was deserted by his mother. Another definition for orphan is not authorized. Who didn't authorize you? Your parents didn't authorize you. They don't have the right to authorize you or not. So your authorization for children, usually the affirmation, the authorization comes through the parents. But someone didn't authorize you, and now you're living a life where you feel unauthorized, supported, or funded. So, if you were living in a home with narcissistic parents, or a narcissistic parent, you already know you felt alienated and you felt unsupported, because they weren't going to support you because you were competition or funded. Not a part of a system, isolated or abandoned. So some of you were living in the home with your parents, but you felt isolated, you felt abandoned, and you didn't feel like you were part of that family system. You felt like, most of you guys say, the black sheep of the family. Some of you guys felt that you did not belong in the family. You didn't affiliate with the family. You couldn't connect with the family. So it made it hard for you to what's the word I'm looking for? It made it hard for you to join with people, or feel accepted by people, or feel like a part of a group. You always felt isolated and rejected by anybody. So now, people with this orphan mentality, they struggle with rejection. They struggle with abandonment issue. They struggle with alienation. They struggle alienation and loneliness. even in the home with your parents, or some of you with the spouse, or the boo thing, whoever your partner was, you still felt lonely, though the parents or the partner was in the house. So for some people that are in such a hurry to be married, they get married, or and they get married and they still feel lonely and isolated, and it's a deep internal loneliness. um Suffer with low. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Marquay. Low or lack of self-esteem, or self-worth. They do not feel like they belong anywhere. So they don't feel a part of anything. Anywhere you go, you always feel like you're not a part of it. You get around people that mean well and want to get to know you. You reject them because you feel like I don't belong. You project your insecurities on other people. Now think about it, that's a narcissist too, but you project your insecurities on other people and make it seem like they're rejecting you because of what you're thinking. And really, is you. You're projecting your insecurities on other people. So you end up self-sabotaging and breaking up good relationships because you never gave them a chance. You never figured out, you never found out what's going on with me. So you'll push people away, or you'll sabotage before you give them a chance to sabotage you. So it's almost like, I'll reject you, I'll make you leave me, or I'll make you leave me, but I will push you away and make you leave before you leave, because I know it's coming. So you self-sabotage and you make them leave, and then the first thing you say is, see, everybody leaves me, and you were the one who sabotaged it. So let's talk about some other things. And I'm not going to be long tonight. I just, feel like I'm preaching, but I'm not going to be long tonight. Okay. But these are some things that whether a person that has a orphan mentality struggles with. And then some of you who are not narcissists struggle with this. Jealous and insecure. Sometimes you have to be honest with yourself, and when you start feeling like, I don't know why I don't like her, sometimes it might not be like, or him, I don't know why. And then you have to be honest with yourself. You have to review yourself and think for a minute, maybe I'm jealous over their achievements. It seems like every time I try to do something, it never works. So jealous and insecure, because a lot of that was from insecure attachments in the very beginning too. But you can't handle when other people get attention. You can't handle when other people get praised. You can't handle when your parents were praising, like the golden child, or they were praising the other siblings and you didn't get the praise. And so now you struggle with the fact you may be around peers and a group of people, but you want the attention. That does sound like a narcissist too, right? But you want the attention. You don't want anybody to focus on anybody else. You don't want anybody else to get the praise or the accolades. So you'll work even harder because you're working for the accolade. You're working for the praise. You're working for the attention, because you have this insecurity and this jealous streak, but you feel unaccepted. So you feel like you have to work, and we're going to get to that. It's like you have to work for people's love, work for people's affection, even in relationships or situationships. It's like I have to do whatever I can to make him or make her love me. And love is not about, love is an action word. Love is not a feeling, but you still don't have to work to make someone love you. If you have to work to make someone love you, that's not love. You don't have to work to make someone love you. They're going to love you or they're not going to love you, But a lot of you feel like, if I work, I have to work for love and affection. No, you don't. Another one is hate to see others succeed. And like I said, sometimes you just have to be straight honest with yourself. Sometimes you just have to get down to the ugly of you. Narcissists are like this already. So you guys see the pattern of narcissists. So you see how they are. So theirs are time 20, or, 100 power to 100, But for some of you, you guys are actually going through this right now. And sometimes, if you get into a good trauma professional that gets you to bring this out in you so you can be honest with yourself, healing will take place quicker. Healing will take place because this right here is going to demagnetize you. This right here is going to keep narcissists from coming into your bubble by actually admitting what you're going through on the inside. Now, this is another. So I just said it is hate to see others succeed. Now, narcissists, and then for some of you who are not narcissists, some of this actually applies to you too. Not everybody that goes through this are actually narcissists. but hate to see others succeed. They love to see others fail because in their failure, you come in like the hero. Or you watch them fail without helping them because you know that they may have been good at what they're doing, but if they fail, you can let other people see their fault and you can look like a hero. You can come in to save them like a hero. But you feel good to see other people fail. And sometimes you just have to be honest with yourself. I just feel good seeing somebody fail because it makes me feel empowered. Does it make you a narcissist? No. But narcissists think like this too. But even worse. Um, Sometimes in situations with a narcissist, this is all the time. They set up people for failure. And then sometimes you may set up people where they become a failure and you come in and rescue them so you can look like a hero. Guess what? So you can get the accolade, so you can get the attention, so you can get the affection, right? Number 3, always trying to make people approve of you, becoming an overachiever, having to be seen. You become over possessive to a point you always got to be seen. Now that sounds like the somatic narcissist too. They always got to be seen. They always got to be the overachiever. They got to make sure people are focused on them. But then the common person is like that too. The person with what did I say? Orphan mentality. You need approval. So the only way you feel worth is if you get approval. You need some type of approval to make yourself feel, worthy. Number 4, always using physical stimulation, in a habit of using physical stimulation to cover the void that you're struggling with. Now, narcissists are a walking void. No matter what you put in that pit, it'll never fill it up. A narcissist, no matter what you do, they're never going to be satisfied. No matter what you do with a narcissist, it's always not enough. It's a void in it. And it's almost like the cuckoo bird who lays an egg in a regular bird's nest. They get so big that the little bird is starving to death trying to feed this big old cuckoo bird. And that's just like the narcissist. Feed me, Seymour. Remember that? The more you put in that narcissist, the less full that they are. It's like it just comes out on the other end. And for some of you guys, you have that void in you. You never feel full. You never feel satisfied. You never feel self-worth. You never feel good about yourself. You never feel pretty. You need somebody to tell you that you're pretty. And sometimes that can become so bad. See, a narcissist will pick that up, where you just have to have somebody affirming you, somebody making you feel good, somebody saying something nice to you. So to cover that void, narcissist jumps from relationship to relationship. Some of you jump from relationship to relationship because you're looking for love, but you're looking for love in all the wrong places. You're looking for a feeling. You're looking for a feel-good feeling. You're looking for a person to give you that little high, that rush. You like the butterflies in your stomach. Well, that is a feeling. That is not love. Love is not a feeling. Love is not an emotion. Love is an action word. So love is not a feeling, but some of you jump from relationship to keep getting filled. So imagine a narcissist. A narcissist does this all the time where it's over and above. That's why it's a disorder. When it becomes over and above, where it begins, it causes a dysfunction in their life, relationships, and people that they're attached to, it becomes a disorder. Now, for some of you, it hasn't become a disorder right now. That's what you're struggling with. You jump from relationship to relationship. Yeah, dopamine. You jump from relationship to relationship to get that feel-good feeling. That's not love. That's a feeling. And there's, there is no delay in gratification. So there's delayed gratification. That's self-control. That's called temperance. But for a narcissist, there is no temperance. And for people that are struggling with that orphan mentality, they struggle with that delayed gratification and self-indulgence. So overindulging in stuff. That's where addictions come from. This is how that narcissist gets addicted to not people, but it's the feeling that they get from people. They are looking for reactions. They're looking for feelings to make them feel empowered. That's what they're addicted to. They're not addicted to people. They're addicted to how people make them feel. And if you don't make them feel a certain way, then you are not worth them connecting to. And some of you are addicted to how people make you feel. You are addicted to people pleasing. So you become addicted to people versus a narcissist addicted to how people make them feel. And if you don't make them feel a certain way, they go look for someone else that can make them feel a certain way. Hopefully this makes sense, right? Number 5, an insatiable appetite for success, overspending, overindulgent. They just have this insatiable, people with a orphan mentality have this insatiable appetite to succeed. They have to succeed because they relate success with their self-esteem. They relate success with their self-worth. If they're not succeeding, they're not worth anything. I don't feel worth anything if I'm not succeeding or successful, or people see me as successful. That's why narcissists, it's not even real. So it's not even real. It's not even a real feeling of success. They'll do anything to make themselves look successful so that people will give them accolades and attention. Number 6, a person that has an orphan mentality uses people. Think about it. That's a narcissist. They objectify people. They manipulate people. They threaten people. Some of them have that, some people have that passive aggressive. They can't get what they want. You're going to get punished. But it's just so smooth and so passive aggressive, you don't realize that they're getting you back. And so this is that orphan mentality. Number 7, over competitive. So you guys notice that in the narcissists, they compete with themselves. They compete with you. They compete with their children, anything, well, you're not going to be able to do that. Bet. So now all of a sudden it's a challenge. So now they got to compete to prove you wrong. If you say something, you're not going to be able to do that. Bet. It becomes a competition. They're going to prove you wrong. Everything they do, they're going to prove you wrong. And it's a competition. You can't even go anywhere. And some of you guys are like that. Can't go anywhere because you cannot handle the feeling of losing. For example, bowling, basketball playing, any kind of like sport where you just want to go out and enjoy with your family. You turn it into a competition. They turn it into a competition to a point where family don't even want to go anywhere with you. Like, you too competitive. You taking the pleasure out of it. I don't have to be a professional bowler. I can just throw the ball down there with my legs open, but they'll make everything a competition where you just start hating going anywhere with them. You like, forget it. I don't want to do this. Another thing you'll notice, especially in the narcissists, you'll see it in the narcissists, but then some of you guys that have that orphan mentality, anger, rage, unforgiveness, this need to control. When a person has lost control on the inside, when they're emotionally out of control, when they don't feel like they're in control on the inside, totally out of control, they try to control their environment. That's why a lot of people with OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, they try to control their environment because they have lost control on the inside. A person that is trying to control people is because they have no control of themselves. It's manifesting on the outside. I have no control of myself, no control of my emotions. So I'm going to control everything in my environment and people along with it. Another one. They need to control, and they need to control to get their goals met or their needs met. Number 9. Most people that have a orphan mentality hate themselves. There's nothing about themselves they really like. They may pick 1 or 2 things, but sometimes it's superficial. But they hate themselves, and they usually project that hate on other people. So they end up hating other people as well. They hate others. Let me see. They see their shortcomings. Remember, person with a orphan mentality, and narcissists have it. Some of you are survivors who are not narcissists or have been through something with your family, whoever, but some of you struggle with this too, but you will project your shortcomings on other people. A narcissist does it all the time. Project your shortcoming on other people. And so what ends up happening is you end up hating another person. Don't even know why you dislike this person, because you can't stand their weakness because it reminds you of your own weakness. It's like working, like I tell you guys all the time, be careful when you are working with, okay, please don't interrupt me with these long messages on here. Okay, please don't do that. And please don't talk while I'm talking and we're teaching together. Okay, don't do that. See, I lost my train of thought. Give me just a minute. Now I hate that. I don't like to lose my train of thought. Let me stay focused. But they what will happen is you will project your shortcomings on other people. And so what will happen is that you can't figure out why you don't like someone. There's something about them that just irritates you to your soul. I don't know what it is about her. That's why I tell you guys, be very careful when you're working. A lot of people want to work with victims of abuse, narcissist abuse, but you really have to be careful because there is something called transference. Transference is when you begin to relive your situation, and when they're talking, You feel it. It's like you are being triggered by what they're telling you, or that person may remind you of the person that abused you. And countertransference is when the client that you're working with, the person that you're working with, starts to see you, or you have very similar traits to the person that abused them. So you got transference and you got countertransference. And so you got to be very careful because of the fact that you will see the weakness in a person when they're struggling to try to get out of a relationship. Some of you guys have made it out, but some of you will look at people that are struggling to get out. You're listening to the excuses and the justification and the protection and justification. And so it really starts to irritate you because you see your own weaknesses and where you were. And sometimes if you pay attention, a lot of times that person, you project your weakness, but sometimes that person is going through what you have been through or maybe going through. And so you hate the person because it's a constant reminder of yourself. It's a constant reminder of yourself. And so you don't like the person because it's a mirror of you. You know what it's like because, and then you don't like them because it's a weakness to you. And number 9, the last one. Um, let's see. People with a orphan mentality tend to develop their identity around material things, physical appearances. Now that sounds like the somatic narcissist, right? Well, there are some of you that have those same traits. That doesn't make you a narcissist, but have the same traits. And you develop your identity and your self-esteem around what you look like, the gym you go to, the beautiful body you may have, the beautiful hair, the material things that you possess, nice house. You may be the type of person, you might be a beautiful woman, handsome man, and have an immaculate house, beautiful furniture. And so your self-esteem and your self-worth and your identity surrounds your beauty, your attractiveness, and the immaculate house you keep, the beautiful things you have in your house. And that is where you tend to place your value. And that's, you think that your value comes from that. And that's not. You're so much more than that. So that is the end of that part. I could have kept going, but that's the end of that part. And so I want you guys to take the opportunity to ask me some questions before I click over to Clubhouse. So I'm giving you guys an opportunity. Come and ask me some questions before I click over to Clubhouse. So you guys can ask me some questions. Liza Marie said, "Yep, I used to clean every 5 minutes." See, because you've lost control on the inside, so you'll control what's around you. Oh, people can see this, but they're not able to see this. So I'm going to try to control this out here instead. Crystal said, my values are family love. There you go. So transference. Okay, you got transference and you got countertransference. Transference is a phenomenon that happens like in a clinical setting with a therapist, for example. And let's say that the client that you're working with, the more they talk, like say, for example, you may have a narcissist in there, right? And the more the narcissist talks, the more that narcissist reminds you, or the more that person reminds you of the person that hurt you, reminds you of the mother that abandoned you, reminds you of the husband that abandoned you or abused the children. They may look like, they may have the same demeanor, they may talk. That's why you got to be careful when you're working with people and they're narcissists, because now you're triggered. So now you're having transference because all of a sudden you're seeing this person as the person that hurt you. So it may become hard for you to help them because you see them as the person that has hurt you. And so you cannot be unbiased because of the fact you may have to refer that person out. So you may be working with people or know people, and you may have that sense of transference. Countertransference is the opposite, is when the client or the person that you're dealing with may see you as the person that has caused them harm, may remind you of a person that has done something to them. So that's transference and countertransference. It's the best way that I can explain it. How do you deal with someone who wants you to lose weight, but you're happy with your body you finally got? What's the problem? What's the problem? Wow, this is really, thank you, Margaret. Why after 4 years taking care of his kids, he still puts his ex first and disrespects me? Because he's discarding you, he's devaluing you. That is the cycle of the narcissist. That's what they do. You're welcome, Jamie. That's what they do. That is a part of the disorder. That's what they do. And once you understand how they think and their mentality, a lot of times it decreases your amount of times you're going to keep getting hurt once you understand how they are. But that's what they do. That's what they do. So he cycles around, he love bombs, and then he discards, and then he discards, then he comes back and he, that's what a narcissist does. That is a part of the narcissist cycle. Went no contact in October. Good job, the marvelous one. Thank you. I have my pen and my paper. I'll watch this to get it all. Thank you, Miss Valerie. Thank you, Miss Toya. What happens with a male counselor transfers? I have a woman therapist now. I don't understand the question. Oh, that happened with a male counselor transfer. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought it was a question because it's way at the top. Hold on. Who's that? Who just said that? Lisa. Okay. You said that happened with a male counselor. Yeah. A lot of times for those that like women, sometimes they prefer to go to women therapists. That's it. They don't want to deal with a male therapist because it was a male that hurt them. And so they, you don't want to have that transparency. You don't want to be triggered. Let's see. Let's see. Well, thank you, Dragon Lily. Thank you. It felt creepy. I believe it. Thank you, Roxanne. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Y'all, if you ask me a question, don't make the question real, real long because it disappears up on the top of my screen. Can you please tell me the different narcissist disorders? There's only one narcissist disorder. You're talking about the subtypes, types, and subtypes. If you go to my TikTok or if you go on Facebook or on YouTube, I have the types and subtypes of narcissists. The subtypes and subtypes of narcissists. Let's see. Do narcissists take prescriptions? My ex told me the other day that she's seeing a therapist and she has 8 different meds. My aunt said that's a lot. Yeah, I mean, we take medications. They take medications too. Narcissistic personality disorder is not the only problem that they have. They can have depression. They can have anxiety. A lot of them have PTSD. They can have autism. They can have high blood pressure. They can have what else? Diabetes. They can have schizophrenia. They can have, so they got medical problems. They got mental health issues. So narcissistic personality disorder doesn't mean that they don't have anything else. They can have a lot of other stuff. They can have bipolar disorder. They can have schizoaffective. Yeah, so there's a lot that they can have. You are so welcome, Mike Dominique. I went no contact with my ex-husband because he was abusive, but we have kids. Is that okay? Yeah. I mean, unless the court order tells you that you have to, exchange children and everything, then you're going to have to gray rock, or I do have a video about parallel parenting. Thank you for your time and for all the honest, unbiased information. You're so welcome. You are so welcome. Can 2 narcissists be in a successful and selfish relationship together and leave empaths alone? 2 narcissists will try to kill each other. Hopefully that doesn't get bleeped out. 2 narcissists are you talk about 2 narcissists. Imagine they're narking each other. And they're constantly competing with each other. That's a disaster. No, it won't be successful. It's a disaster. When your narcissist spouse is a cop and scary and department covers for him. Well, that kind of isn't a question. That was a statement. You're welcome. Why after 7 months of no contact is he calling me all kinds of names? It's called smear campaign. Called a smear campaign. He can't get what he wants, so he's going to smear your name, or he's going to try to force you to talk to him, or they're going to do. That's what they do. Narcs. Let's see. Ooh, y'all, it's hot in here. It is hot in here, and I don't sweat. I glisten tonight. I'm sweating. Thank you, Miss Crystal. The one I had keeps contacting friends once I ended it. That's what they do. They hoover by proxy. Hoover by proxy is going outside and hoovering you through other people. So he's hoovering you, but he's hoovering you by proxy. We all have narcissistic traits. It becomes abnormal when the is disorder, Coach Quay. We all have narcissistic traits. It becomes abnormal. Okay. I know what you're trying to say. All of us do have narcissistic traits. It becomes a disorder when it becomes dysfunctional, meaning when it causes a problem for self when it causes problems for other people, when they have no quality of life, but yes, disorder is a mental illness. So when it becomes a problem, where it's a problem for themselves, problem for the people that are around them, problem where, and then it is a dysfunctional pattern of thinking as well. Let's see here. Let's see. Um, Questions are coming really fast. So let me look. Um, can being given up at birth cause a person to become a narcopath? You talking about a narcissist and an antisocial personality disordered individual? Yeah, if it becomes dysfunctional, yeah. I mean, personality disorder develops from childhood up until about the early adulthood. So usually about 19, 20 years old, that's when they actually diagnose narcissistic personality disorder. Um, Liza Marie said, the narcissist I married tells me I'm the only one that doesn't believe them, and I'm the only one he has drama with. It's not just you. I promise you, it's not just you. He's just saying that. But no, it's not just you. Um, I swear I need this advice you give years ago, but God, okay, hold on. See what happens when you guys write too long. I can't read it because it just goes up the screen. Now I lost it. Okay. God put you here now to all of us. Thanks you, big auntie. Thank you, Dragon Lily. I appreciate you, little niece, little nephew. I'm not sure if your niece or nephew. I'm sorry. Let's see. Um, he was diagnosed in his 50s. I believe it. How can you convince someone with NPD to seek treatment? You can't. Too easy. And then treatment doesn't help a personality disorder anyway. Really, what it's going to do is help them to abuse even more because they get more information from the therapist. Let's see. Uh, you welcome, Liza Marie. He is following me and monitoring me. I feel panicky all the time. Therapy. Go to therapy, and in therapy, they have to keep notes. They have to keep records. And so, if that therapist thinks you're in danger, the therapist will tell you what your next step should be. You're welcome, Tiffany. Shin said, my children have left my home and went to live with their dad. He completely alienated them against me. I'm broken. Have you any advice for me? The best advice I have is go over to Judge Anthony Bompiani. He's a retired judge, and he used to be a family lawyer that deals with narcissists in the courtroom. He has some really great videos to help you deal with that, period, with that situation. Why does it come? We have so much in common with the narcissist. Because narcissist traits that turn dysfunctional, where they become problematic and become a disorder. Most of us who have the traits is not a disorder, but when it becomes a disorder, it is just the narcissist. You see, the narcissist, that's a disorder. When I say a narcissist, a real narcissist. You see, it is dysfunctional. So that's why it's so easy for them to pick out your traits because it's similar to their traits. Just theirs have become, it's like times 1,000. Is it common for orphans to do things conditionally like love, help, and resent it if the gesture isn't reciprocated? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Why do they seek out empath? I'm not an empath. I was sought out. They don't always, they don't always seek out empath because everybody is not an empath. You have to remember that empath, for a person to become an empath, it's not a spiritual voyage or anything like that. Empath is a result of trauma. Narcissistic personality disorder is a result of trauma. Empaths are a result of trauma. Highly sensitive, highly intuitive, nerves feel like they're just, super sensitive to the atmosphere, to the environment, because you've been traumatized. That's where it comes from. However, not all narcissists are going to seek out empaths. Yeah, empaths are they're all emotions until they learn to control that. They absorb, instead of observing without absorbing, they absorb everything. So they make them an easy target. However, everybody is not an empath. And so narcissists will find people that are wounded, that are, you know, that orphan mentality, rejected, abandoned, and then they present everything that you ever want. They're going to present it to you because that becomes the bait that draws you to them. It's the best experience you've ever had, the best, you know, the best love bombing you will ever experience because they are emotional vampires. They are emotional vampires. Um, Lene said, I went through this for 9 years. Best thing to do is leave. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. Um, Thanks, Carmen. The court is over there, 12 and 13. Uh, the judge believed them and their dad. Wouldn't even listen to me. I'm from Ireland. Oh, I don't know what to tell you on. I can only give you information for the U.S. I'm not familiar with foreign like court systems and everything, and then I can't give you legal advice anyway. I'm not well versed in the law. I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not allowed to give out legal advice. All I can say is just go listen to Judge Bumpiani, and hopefully you can get some information from him. Narcissists don't do things for others without the expectation that others will do for them. Then they get angry when they go. That's right. Absolutely. Thank you so much. That's like Charles Manson cult seeking orphans. Yep. Yep. Exactly. Our city is so small and he's crushed so many people. Yep. That's how they do. That's exactly how they do. Let's see. Well, you guys, I'm going to go over here. You're so welcome, Shin. Lala, you're gonna have to go back and watch the video. Go watch the video again, so you could understand that orphan mentality, and then get into counseling. Because some of that you have to be honest to. In order to deal with an orphan mentality, you have to be honest with yourself. And a lot of you just go back and watch the video again. Take notes. Share the video because you may know some people that are like that. Share the video, but write notes and be honest with yourself. If you lie to yourself, a therapist or coaches cannot help you. You know, we got to be honest with ourselves. You got to honest. Sometimes I'm hateful. Sometimes I just don't like being around people. Why I don't like being around people? You have to ask yourself why I don't like being around people. You know, so I just don't like her. I don't even know why I don't like her. Maybe I'm jealous over her success. Why am I jealous over her success? Oh my gosh, because I was doing that, or it seems like she's getting the attention. I'm not getting. Sometimes you have to be honest with yourself. Sometimes you got to be honest with yourself. You got to be honest with yourself, even when it's ugly and it hurts your feeling and make you cry. I don't want to be like this. But in order to get help, you got to be honest enough to see some of the ugliness in you. And when you see some of the ugliness in you, you can go to a therapist and say, look, this is what I'm struggling with. Because then sometimes you get in there with a therapist and play the games with the therapist. Therapist looking right at you. And then when the therapist tells you something about yourself, then you get mad. You don't know me. You don't know me. Okay, why did you come in here? I'm trying to get to know you, and I'm telling you some things that I see that you don't see. So sometimes you got to be honest with yourself in order to get help. We can look at the narcissists. We already know they're like that because a lot of the things in that orphan mentality, we already know that's what they're like times 10. Now, some of you got this issue right here too, so you can see how narcissistic personality disorder develops, right? Because some of the same things that they got, you got. It's just not on a time 10 scale. That's the best way I can say it. So let's see. Parenting classes are very helpful to see yourself in the past. Absolutely. When I gave up and have it to him, he had me arrested. Yeah, that's how they do. That's what I've been doing lately, looking deeper into myself, and it's scary. See, self-love and healing isn't easy. Absolutely not. Healing from this kind of stuff, or healing just from being in situations with your parents and then having to discover yourself, that is hard. Listen, when I wrote that book, it took me 5 years to write that book. When I wrote that book, I had to put the book down. And I remember my mentor telling me, you cannot publish this book. Number one, you're coming from a place of pain, not a place of recovery. Then she said, you're gonna get sued. My publisher looked at the book and was like, either you're gonna have to come up with a fake name, or you're not gonna be able to publish this because you're gonna get sued. And so I had to figure out a way to write the book because it was my story. I had to figure out a way to write the book in order for me not to get sued. And then I rewrote the book, but writing the book was having to address a lot of things that I went through and try to push back and forget. And when I started writing the book to help other people, I myself had to go through a healing. And it was the most painful thing that I had ever been through in my life. Well, the healing process. And to dissociate from time to time, my mentor had to snap me out of dissociating sometimes, not in a bad way, meaning I had a disorder, but sometimes I would be in a daze. My eyes would be glossed over. I'd be in a daze because I couldn't believe the things that I had been through and survived, and to actually look at what I wrote and to believe that I had been through some of the things. It was unrealistic. I was like, I cannot believe that I went through some of this stuff. Some of you guys will be shocked at looking at this stuff like, I cannot believe I went through this. You're the person that went through it. So a third person looking at it is like, wow, I cannot believe you went through that. You know what I mean? My book is called, what is my book called? Just Be Real. My book is called Unmasking the Illusion of Perfection. You can find it in Barnes and Noble. You can find it on Amazon. You can find it Amazon, Barnes and Noble. Also, if you are out of the country, sometimes you have problems getting on Amazon to send it to you in a different country. So if you go to Westbow Press, one word, Westbow Press, they have a bookstore, and if you're overseas, they will send it overseas to you. But yeah, so a lot of things that that you have been through, you will be shocked at some of the trauma that you have been through, and survived. And you yourself experienced it and survived, but another person reading that are shocked that that's something that you went through, and that'll shock you. So in your recovery, sometimes it's hard to go into therapy to recover from that type of pain, because you have to be honest with yourself, and that's the hardest thing in trauma counseling, is to have to address the pain. Look at yourself. Thank you, Shin. I appreciate you. But you have to look at yourself, and then you have to look at your own ugliness, and you're thinking, but it's not my fault. But you still adopted the behavior. You still went through what you went through. And that's the healing process. Yep. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to come over here to Clubhouse for a few minutes to speak to my guests. And those of you that would like to join me over here on Clubhouse, I will be honored to talk to you for a few minutes. And I appreciate all of you guys being here. Yeah, being honest with yourself is a relief once you get through it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, Miss Crystal, one thing that I need to ask you, because I don't curse, and it's very distractive when someone cries. Hey, Dad, it's my pop, Joe. Hey, Brad, it's my stepdad. But listen, one thing I don't do is I don't curse. And so if I would just ask you just to be respectful for the people that are on, just don't curse, okay? You can say what you got to say, just don't curse, okay? My name on Clubhouse is Overcoming Narc Abuse. Hold on. Let me look. Oh, Carmen Bryant. I'm Carmen Bryant on Clubhouse. You can join me on Clubhouse as Carmen Bryant. So thank you guys so much for being here this evening. I appreciate you all. I know some of you guys, 4:30 in the morning. Shushna Morris, 4:30 in the morning for her. So it's probably about almost 5:30 in the morning for her. And so I appreciate all of you guys. That's okay, Crystal. I understand the frustration. Trust me, I understand the frustration. I understand what you're going through. I was just saying, just be a little respectful for the people that are here, because everybody doesn't really curse. I don't curse, but I understand your frustration, Crystal. And we, number one, we validate you, and we understand your frustration. So I don't want you to feel like you left out or anything. We understand your frustration. We're here to support you. Okay. We're here to support you. Yeah. The shock can last a long, long time. Absolutely. That's where that PTSD and complex PTSD comes from. So listen, you are so welcome. So listen, those of you that do have Clubhouse, just come on over here for a few minutes. I'm going to be here for a few minutes, and then I'm going to get off because it is hot. I got this old hot light over here. You see how bright I am over here on this social media, and I'm hot. And y'all know I got on a wig, so you know it's hot up under here. It's hot, and I got a lot of hair up under here. It's a lot of hair, and I'm hot. I got a big afro up under here, and I'm hot. Thank you for having us. We appreciate all your videos and knowledge. You are mentor and inspiration for us, and we truly, truly appreciate you, Dr. Carl. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And make sure you email me, okay? Because I want to talk to you about you being at the conference, okay? But thank you guys so much for being here. Yes, girl. You know, the wigs are cute, but they hot. And then you got all this heat going on over here, y'all. You have no idea. Hey, Danielle, hey, sis. Y'all have no idea because as soon as I cut these cameras off, y'all already know. You know. So, and it's hot. So, you know, I'm not even gonna lie. I ain't gonna pretend like I got that old good hair. I mean, I do have good hair, but this good hair. So, but no, but it's hot. So listen, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you all. You guys come on over here to Clubhouse if you want to talk to me. Thank you. Come on over here to Clubhouse if you guys want to talk to me just for a few minutes. I'm not gonna be on too long. Just be real, keep me on time on the hour. I'm gonna get off at 10 o'clock my time. So I think that's like, love you, Danielle. But I'm gonna get off at 10 o'clock my time, so you guys can come on over here. Come on over here to Clubhouse. Talk to me for a few minutes, and then I appreciate you all. I will see you this week. Okay, this week is a crunch week because my baby is finishing school. Got a lot of stuff going on this week, so you guys be patient with me. Okay, listen. If you have not registered for my conference, please go to overcomingnarcissistabuse.ticketleap.com. Go to TikTok. You can see my videos on there. But go to overcomingnarcissistabuse.ticketleap.com. Purchase your ticket. If you can't be there in person, because the only thing I've left is general admissions and online. So if you can't be there on in person, please join us online because we'll be on Zoom. And I promise you, you're gonna have a great time. A lot of people that you see on here are gonna be there. Apostle Helen Sadler, your destiny helper, she's going to be doing the round table talk like she does on Mondays. She's going to be doing at my conference later on after the conference is over. She's going to be doing it live, so you guys will get to see her do it live. So you actually get to see the faces we make while we're talking and answering your questions on Clubhouse. So you guys will actually get to see us. I want to meet some of you guys. So if you need a payment plan, email me. Y'all see I'm sweating. I know y'all see me on here. I'm just wet, my whole face wet, and I don't sweat like that. Y'all know these lights are hot. But listen, if you guys need to make a payment plan, just email me at drcarmenbryant@outlook.com, and I will send you an invoice. And and you'll have the first 2 weeks, up until the first 2 weeks of July, to pay your invoice. I really want to see you guys. Also, I will be at the Marriott Marquis in Atlanta, Georgia, on Peachtree Center Avenue. Now, this is a ticket event, so if you show up and you don't have a ticket, just be real, and I'm not going to let you into the conference. I have a staff that's going to be there. They're not going to let you into the conference. And so you have to, it's a ticketed event, and we will have your names, okay? So make sure that you guys go and get the ticket or email me, and I'll send you the invoice so you can make payments, okay? I really want to see you guys at the conference. I really do. For some of you guys, Danielle, I met her. Well, I met her when she came to here. But she came to the conference to support me. She flew all the way to Dallas to support me. You know, and I want to see you guys. I want to meet you guys so I can see the faces behind these names, so I can sign your books. We can take pictures together. And so, D, just go to Overcoming Narcissist Abuse, one word, .ticketleap.com. You can also go to, if you go to my YouTube channel, if you go to the community tab, the information is there, and it's on Facebook. If you scroll through there, it's got the information. It's the event tab on there. Click the event tab. It's got the information. Those of you that want to stay at the Marriott, there is discounted fees for those that would like to stay. I'm also making plans because it's July 30th is that Saturday. So I'm also making plans so that you guys can come to church with Apostle that Sunday, and she'll be preaching. And so just give me some time to give you more information about that as well. So you get to spend 2 days with us if we can do that, okay? But please make sure, girl, I'm not glowing, I'm glistening, I'm hot. But come on over here to Clubhouse, okay? You guys have a wonderful evening. Please make sure I see you guys at the conference. I got to see you guys. You're going to get breakfast in the morning. You're going to get lunch, and we're going to enjoy each other's company. You're going to laugh. You're going to cry. So bring you a box of tissue. This year's theme is training your terrorist. And we're going to have some professionals there to talk to you. Marcus Monroe, who used to be a part of this elite, you know, these six-figure men, these high-class men, whatever they call themselves, whatever, he got out, and he's now teaching women how to protect themselves against this. whatever the blue pill, red pill, whatever the thing is. But he's be a part of that organization. He's going to teach you about it. And then, of course, you're going to have me in there. We're going to be talking about some stuff. And I promise you, you're going to cry, you're going to laugh, you're going to eat, you're going to blow your nose, you're going to cry, you're going to laugh some more. But we had a great time last year in Dallas. Please meet me in Atlanta. If you can't be there in person, please come online so you can enjoy us, because we're going to be talking to you on the screen too. Turn right around and be talking to you on the screen. Okay. So I love you guys. You guys have a wonderful evening. Come on over here to Clubhouse, and good night, everybody. Okay.